No cameras, no cars, no location permits, no drivers, and no insurance. This is VANCITY Drift, an AI short film I built with Higgsfield and the C-Dance 2.0 model. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I made it, the planning, the cast, the locations, and the prompting tool I ended up building because of this project. What it actually costs in credits, and what I'd do differently again if I started tomorrow. Because the models and the platform are only as good as the prompt that you hand them. And most people, including me, for months were writing prompts that sounded cinematic but weren't structured the way the model expected. And just a quick note before we get into it, this project isn't sponsored by Higgsfield, so the biggest lesson from this whole project happened before I even generated a single frame. You need a studio Bible. Before the script, before the shot list, comes the document that defines the world before you start asking AI to render it. These are the rules of the universe you're building, so tone, color palette, character profiles, location references, and more. Now, most people get the creative impulse to just jump in and go straight to the prompt box. And the problem is that after 3 clips in, their lead character doesn't look like the lead anymore. The streets don't match, and maybe the car's wheels have changed. And this is not entirely an AI problem.
I didn't do this shit.
It's a planning problem. So once we've flushed out our ideas in the Studio Bible, we can then move on to start building the cast. We did this in Cinema Studio using the Soulcast system. This lets you build your character by selecting a genre, a budget, an archetype, identity, and physical appearance along with an outfit. One trick we found that worked really well was that we'd research the fashion styles we wanted first. Then we would take an image of the style we found and drop that into a regular Claude chat and ask Claude to describe the outfit. Next, we'd copy that description straight into the custom section of the Soulcast for the character's outfit. And what's great about this is that it works for physical appearances as well, such as tattoos and hairstyles. Now, one thing we should have done was to build multiple profiles per character. So for example, we could have made one where our character had a post-fight version where he's bloodied up or maybe roughed up and a little more dirty than his main character profile. This one step alone would have helped a ton with some of our character profile continuity issues. Now, the same idea applies for our hero cars. So each car was its own element with multiple reference angles. And the reason for this, if your only reference is the front shot of the car, then the rear of the car is whatever the model invents. A common problem we had on this project was that the model liked to switch between right-hand drive and left-hand drive on our car generations. Next is locations, and it's super important to generate multiple angles before any scene work starts. But you can take this a step further by putting together a proper storyboard for the scene. This helps the model understand the entire scene and not just one frame of it. But I also had a problem. I was asking Claude to help me write my video and image prompts. But Claude on its own doesn't know exactly how these models work.
A green JDM drifting? Say less.
So I started building a tool, and this is the Higgsfield Prompter. It's free and it's open source, and it works in Claude Cowork and Claude Code. And it structures every prompt using a formula called MCSLA. The M stands for model. This is what you're generating on. C-Dance, Cling, Nano Banana Pro, the model determines what's possible. The C stands for camera, and not just generic names, the actual named camera control. These are real presets on the platform, and using the right name unlocks the right motion. The S stands for subject. It's basically who or what is in the frame. The L stands for look, and this is the visual register. This is where you set the feel. And then we have A, and that's for action. Everything here is verb driven and concrete. You stop getting prompts that look right and you start getting prompts that work right. One other thing that this tool can help you with that I don't see a lot of people talking about is the content filter. Now, Higgsfield alone, if the filter rejects your prompt, you don't lose any credits. But one of the great features of the prompter tool is that it can actually help you adjust your prompt and figure out what's actually tripping the filter. So let's talk money now.
Make you do the money dance. Money dance.
I burned through 14,000 video generation credits at around 40 credits a generation at the time. This equates to around 350 clips, and we ended up with 112 usable ones. So this is roughly 1 in 3 that made the cut. That's around $1,000, give or take. Now, if this was a longer feature and had a team dedicated to continuity and catching the AI hallucinations, it might be more like 1 in 40 would make the cut. If you haven't seen the full short film, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's definitely worth watching with these lessons in mind. And the Higgsfield Prompter is on our GitHub page, and I'll link that down below as well. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.